Today we're talking about the last of the mother letters, which is 21. And the planet associated with it is Uranus, and the tarot card is the Fool. So, really, the theme for all three of these is like Uranus, the 21 is all about the mind, intelligence, innovation. And then, like the Fool, it's about freedom, new energy, having the freedom to, move about the world. But also, the 21 has two keywords with it. Now, that all sounds great, right? But the two keywords with the 21 are hardships and endurance. So that just went another direction, didn't it? But it's like the 10 in the soul contract chart, in that for the 10 you have to work hard for everything, but the 21 is more like hardships are going to come into your life, and then you have to have the endurance to make it through. So if this is in a positive part of your chart, or it's in a negative or a goal area or soul destiny where you want to, turn that energy into a positive, then what you want to work on is, again, goal setting and having a plan. So when these hardships show up in your life, then instead of avoiding them, you're just going to have to use your mind. You might have to innovate. You need to develop a plan, set a goal, and then just put one foot in front of the other. Use that endurance to make it through this hardship. So that is what this number needs you to do. If it's in a negative part, though, of your chart, then when the hardship comes to you, you're going to want to avoid it, or it's going to be kind of a shock. And instead of, again, developing the plan, setting a goal, walking through it, your energy is going to be really scattered. And you're going to do a whole bunch of other really hard things. You're going to do a whole bunch of other little things that are meaningless, and they're all going to be done in the most difficult way possible, so that if you just would have gone through the first hardship, it would have been easier than all this scattered energy and all this meaningless things that you've chosen to do, just in avoidance of this, this hardship that got dumped into your life, basically. So the tarot card is the Fool. And does she know? Does she know that if she lets go of that branch, she's going to fall into the water? Does she know she's that close to the water? I don't know. What's the plan? So the Fool is, yes, it's about freedom. It's about new beginnings, that really fresh energy, which is great. But if you don't have a plan, it could easily turn into one of those hardships. So some of these hardships are even things that you create yourself. Just like this lady here, this is not going to end well if she just lets go of that branch without a plan. And it's like that, it's a little crass, but it's like that military movie. I don't know what it's from, but the guy in there, the higher up sergeant or major or whatever he was, says, "I don't take a dump without a plan, son." And so, yes, the Fool is that really wonderful energy, but you still have to have a plan, or else you're just going to make it harder on yourself than it ever needs to be. And then also, I thought something that was really interesting is I was looking, let's see. So the number 1 is the Judgment, and then the Hanged Man was the 13 mother letter. So these are all mother letters, but look how they all have very similar colors. So I haven't even gone through the rest of the numbers yet. I'm just noticing with these 3 tarot cards that they're all this very similar color scheme. So we'll see what happens with the rest of these. I'm very excited. But if you want to know what's in your soul contract chart, I can show you how to calculate it manually. And that's here on YouTube or on my website. But if it sounds a little difficult and labor intensive, which it can be for sure, then I can, you can order a full reading through me, and that is on my website, but I'll put the link to my website in the description. But let me know if you have any questions.